Alright. We're going to make some Massaman curry today.
Salmon curry?
Yup. So I've got some chicken thighs here.
Are you going to be deep frying those?
No.
Okay. So I can put the power on here.
Sure. It also does not appear that Chilled Base felt like contextualizing their "my kitchen looks better than yours" comment.
Imagine comparing your house to someone else's house like a little twat.
Yep. And if they meant my kitchen's cleaner than yours, I'm sorry that I actually fucking use it. Apologies.
Imagine not cooking in this day and age.
Life's too expensive not to cook.
You know your kitchen's too clean when you go out every day. Fucking money bags over here.
So, like, until they contextualize it, I can just make up stuff.
I'm gonna just keep making fun of them until they, even after they say
Even
anything,
after?
I'm just gonna be like, you fucking.
All right, we are using some Costco taco seasoning.
In Massaman curry?
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
No.
No. You don't think salt, pepper, cayenne, and cumin work in curry when they are all the things that I put in curry to begin with?
Get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck... Oh, did you read the ingredients list and found out I'm right?
Shut up.
Oh.
Be quiet.
Oh.
Oh.
Stop it, Ron. Stop.
We need to freeze one, right?
One of the curries?
No.
Oh, one of the breads. Yes, we do. We do need to do that. Fennec says Cirrus is talking to Saki like my partner talks to me. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Insert SpongeBob text. My kitchen is better than yours.
Robbie says, but are they in the same proportion? Absolutely not, which is why it's only the meat getting seasoned. So, I mean, I deeply love my partner, so good. I mean, I've deeply loved people who have been bad to me, so it is what it is. Anyway, we're starting out by getting some boneless, skinless chicken thighs seasoned up and thrown into a cast iron skillet that's been lightly oiled and severely loved. While that's cooking, we need to prepare some shit. I need these and one of these. We're going to get a couple of onions. Cirrus is showing thighs on stream. Absolutely, my fat ass is showing thighs on stream. And let's get a head of garlic. Let's get 2 heads of garlic. Where in the world is my knife? So, head. There's also cooks like my partner. Alright, let's get some garlic diced up. Fuck that garlic head. Said me and him were cooking once and we peeled like 4 or 5 heads of garlic. He was doing a pot of chili like huge. Yeah. Anyway, let's go ahead and... What am I doing? I'm using the wrong knife. I need the thick knife for this. I need the thick boy. There we go. That crushes much better. Behold, the garlic. Garlic is concentrated yum. It is. I agree with those words. Okay. You know what's fun? When I have other people in my kitchen and I put them on garlic or onions, watching the speed they go, you can tell how familiar somebody is in the kitchen with how fast they do basic kitchen tasks like garlic. Okay. 2 heads of garlic need to be skinned and peeled. Another garlic specifically might ask, where's the garlic press? I don't tend to use it. Every now and again I will, but like, for most dishes, it's just extra cleaning I don't want to do. So I don't tend to do it. I'm also an advocate that the fewer tools you use in the kitchen that are specifically for certain things, the better a cook you'll become. Like, you have no idea how many specific tools exist on the internet for things that basic-ass knife skills can accomplish just as well. And this isn't specifically to garlic. It's just kind of a thing in general. And the fewer specific-ass tools you use, the more you get to cultivate that singularly good skill. Naki Brie, a rice cooker is not a single-use gadget, though. Because you can do entire meals in the rice cooker. A rice cooker is just a mini pressure cooker. That's all it is. It's a mini pressure cooker and steamer. And as somebody who is using a rice cooker for this meal, I have, off-stream, prepared some warm white rice that is seasoned with MSG and 3-year aged black vinegar. So that rice is going to be tasty. Fennec says garlic press saves some spoons, but then you have to get those spoons back when you wash it. In my experience, it hasn't saved me spoons. It just makes me push those spoons down the road. Then it says that's what the dishwasher is for. I don't have one of those, actually. So, in a lucky position compared to me in that regard. Anyway, now that we got all the garlic peeled, that didn't take very long at all. Let's go ahead and press it all in. And let's start the dicing process. He says, I do. Also have an air fryer. Air fryers are just great, though. Like, it's functionally just a convection oven, but there's all kinds of shit you can make in it. And if you're a pizza enjoyer, day-old pizza is fucking fantastic in the air fryer. Okay. I think that garlic is ready to go. Scoot that over there. Now we gotta go to the onion. We have a yellow onion, a sweet yellow Vidalia onion, and a white onion today for this particular curry. When I do red curry, I prefer to use red onions. I like the flavor from the acid content, but I want these slightly more sugary onions because I am going to be making a Massaman curry, which is going to include a peanut butter base. There we go. Okay, real quick, where's my spatula? Let's see how this chicken's doing, huh? Oh, look at that. Look at that glaze on there. Oh, that is looking fantastic. I am excited for that chicken. Of course, most of it's going to get cubed up and thrown into a curry, but still. Mr. says electric kettles are not optional. Somebody say electric kettle? All right. Let's get the next bit of onion. Yes, Sylvie, you're the only one that finds electric kettles to be stupid. Absolutely. It heats up water well for ramen and everything else. They're great. They are convenient. If you like coffee or tea, they're good for both of those things as well. All right, onion time. Yep, good for oatmeal. Somebody says stovetop does the same thing. Not as quickly. So electric kettles do it a lot quicker. They are 100% an item you buy for convenience. Also, I've mentioned this on stream before, but when you're dicing an onion, you leave part of the onion intact right here so that you have an area of the onion that stays whole that you can hold on to so that even when you slice it, you have this whole onion here. Go ahead and get all that away. So, geez, folks, sorry, I didn't mean to upset everyone. Sylvie, do you take every, small-time altercation on the internet to be an actual fight for your life? Because you're wrong, it's okay to be wrong. Sylvie, you are the one in control of your own emotions. The only one making you spiral is you. Alrighty. So I think I can't do much with this at the moment. But let's see how this chicken's doing. I think I could go with just a little bit longer. Yeah, a little bit longer on that side. I think that's fine. So these bits are done. Actually, I want to see how these came out. Sylvie, when you say stuff people disagree with, they're going to respond. You need to develop the calloused skin for it. You'll be all right. Bernice says, I made Japanese curry the other night. Fuck yeah. Where's this? I need pork. Get burn bits off. Because I think for my Massaman curry, I kind of want some potato. Fuck it. I'm not too concerned about it. I'll get potato later. I do have these old biscuits that I have. They don't need to be there. Normally for Massaman I would have potato, but Alright. How's this glaze looking? Still could use a little more. But the real test is going to be how this looks on the inside. And yeah, that's fully cooked, so no more glaze for me. So let's go ahead and get that there. Get that there. That chicken is ready for later. Means now, neat. Now we have a pan that needs some veggies. Go ahead and get some onion in there. Let's get some carrot in there. And let's get a green pepper in here. Need to go ahead and cut this guy up anyway. So let's go ahead and core our green pepper. Yes, there's going to be ginger in the curry. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's go ahead and cut our white bits out of here because they're a little more bitter than what I want. Okay. Here we go. Just a little more to go. All right. Just get a rough chop of green pepper, nothing fancy. There we are, and just a little more. There we are. Nothing really to do there other than get this scooped in now. There we go. All right. Now, while we try to get color on that trinity of aromatics, Victorian says, where did you learn knife skills, draw cut versus push? What do you mean, Victorian Alchemist? I'm unfamiliar. I'm unfamiliar with what you mean. All right. Let's get everything prepped and ready here. First thing is first. Struggles. Struggles. There we go. Better. Did for sharper knife. Didn't have to saw through the pepper plate. How you use your knife? Looks like you push forward versus draw back. No, I draw back. What are you talking about? All right. First things first, let's get this pan a little better lubricated with some butter, because butter makes it more better. There we are. There's a little bit of butter right in there. Good to go. You know what's wild to me? Commenting disparaging shit on somebody's content instead of pointing out the positives. Here's some gochujang. This right here is some gochujang. Gochujang is fantastic. It is pureed red pepper, tapioca syrup, water, brown rice, red pepper, alcohol, soybeans, garlic, and onion. So you need to buy some gochujang. It's fantastic. It's the good shit. And this is chili oil. We're going to go ahead and add some chili oil to this as well. Just a little bit of that. Okay. Now let's go ahead and stir all that up with chili oil, the gochujang, Asian store didn't have chili oil or didn't have gochujang? That sucks. Mine didn't have it once. So I had to buy it online. All right. Now that we've got all that cooking there, let's go ahead and add a couple of things here. First things first, we have some ginger. We are going to get some ginger in there. I'd say it adds soul to the dish, but they don't have any. Then we're going to get some sesame oil in there. Not a whole lot, just enough to give a bit of a nutty flavor. Not that I have a lot to put in. I guess that's the last of that sesame oil. Gross. Now let's stir all that up. And now the color's been added to everything, it is time to add our garlic. Now we don't add garlic early, because if we did, then it would singe And garlic goes rancid when that happens, and that's gross. So we'll avoid that shit. And because we are cooking, it behooves us to clean as we go. So let's go ahead and get some. Burnt garlic is nasty. Oh, absolutely. It is horrible. Burnt garlic is genuinely awful. There we go. You want it to cook alongside other aromatics and for less time than them so that they can help absorb some of the heat from the pan. When you put it on its own, it gets icky. That is looking beautimous. Absolutely beautimous. Now, can't see it really, but I am doing dishes over here while everything is cooking. Okay. There's one other thing this is missing, and that's some chicken broth. And since I don't have any, I need to find better than bouillon ware. There it is. There we go. Let's get a little bit of that. Put that in there. This is better than bouillon. Stop shaking. There we go. We're using this to create a pseudo broth. We're going to stir it into this hot water here. And it will create a sort of chicken broth, which is what we need. Okay. All of that is doing good. Now, we add some red curry paste, which I believe I have just enough in here to make this. Huh. I say that. Might need some extra assistance. They have a Chipotle one that your partner found? Nice! Treat it like a toothpaste wrapper. Just slowly work its way up. And then we should have a little bit left to pipe the last bit of red curry paste over here. It ain't perfect, but it works. Right. And of course, I have an extra one ready to go. Because I like me some curry. So I took a decent bit of it. Get that curry paste stirred in. Yep, close enough for government work. Alright. Now we are all set over there. It is time. Here's some coconut milk. Time to turn this into a curry. Why are we watching Sarah's cook? say yes in the chat if you're one of the people that specifically asked me to do more cooking content. There we are. Here we are. Get all that flavor dislodged. Now, the scraped up burnt chicken that we got from this, by the way, has now been deglazed into this curry. And now for the chicken broth. A little more of the chicken broth. It says on Wednesday nights you can always cook over here. Ugh. But Wednesday I do content with Rhino until 11 p.m. And then I would have to dislodge myself from my stream in order to do that. Okay, I don't think we need... Let's do another coconut milk. Ew, fair. Yeah, see, Vic, the problem with me and you, and we both have this issue, and you know it, is both of us have committed schedules that are, as of present, inoperable together. Considering that my stream days, and my work days overall, are Monday through Thursday. My non-stream day, that is usually a day to spend with friends, is on your dedicated stream day. And I take Saturday as a dedicated day to go to the card shop for mental health, and I take Sunday as a dedicated day to be with Saki. Peanut butter. And the side effect of that is that we are both locked into our jobs, which means we both get to eat food, which is a positive. But it does make hanging out together problematic. There we go. That's all of the stuff off the spoon. Let's get that in there. Also, Fennec, did you mention a scrub daddy? I'm gonna drag you over one day. Also, your mage hit 20. Fuck yeah. Naki Bree says, how useful is a scrub daddy over the green side of the sponge? The scrub daddy beats it out by a country mile. I did not realize how much of a fucking luxury item the scrub daddy was by comparison. Holy shit. It is wonderful. All right. Where is my... I have a thing of Asian 5 spice up here, but I don't know where I put it. That's my furikake. There's red pepper. There's some cinnamon. Where is my... Aha! Asian 5 spice blend. We just do the tiniest splash of that. No more. And now, one last thing. We need a little bit of brown sugar. Those better good chicken wings you talked about earlier were actually pretty good. Though wings are sensory for me, I prefer boneless wings. Fair. Alrighty, here we go. Let's get that delicious powders mixed in. Here we go. You hate messy finger foods? Naki Bree, have you considered using gloves? So, if you remember Nova, when he was over at my house, when we would go to Buffalo Wild Wings, he just had gloves. Like, that was the thing I discovered by hanging out with him. I didn't notice it when we hung out in Florida, but I did notice it when he came up here. So you feel like I need an egg yolk? Why? Local Fun Police says, what is he making? Some giant fuck-off omelet? No! This is Massaman curry. It is a peanut butter curry that you can find in most Thai restaurants. Alright, now let's get some chicken in there. This is the chicken that we cooked in this pan just a little bit ago. And it was just cooked in the pan with some taco seasoning. Clay says, I feel like it needs to be thickened. Nah. Massaman curry's thin. So, Japanese curries tend to be very, very thick. Thai curries tend to be very, very thin. There we go. Is that thin curry soak into rice well? Yup. Here's my protein. Let's get that nice and cut in there. Guys, this chicken is so moist. Look at how squishy that is. And that's chicken that's been resting. So it had every opportunity to dry out. Let me see if you can... Do you see that glisten? Man, that's some good shit. Okay. Also, if you want to know why I'm using scissors to cut this instead of a knife, it is entirely the fact of me being lazy and me doing the meat cutting at fucking Volcano. Okay, give me a second. I'll be right over there. I've got a couple dishes that I'm trying to catch up on. There we go. All right. Let's get that stirred in there. Nice and incorporated. Secondary question. Should I ask K-Fox to take this segment and upload it to the SorisLIVE channel so that y'all can see it as a VOD later? All right. Yeah, Fennec, just swap the protein out for some tough tofu. You want tough tofu, not the soft stuff. Get the really, really tough tofu that's good for frying, and that will work in here. You want to put it in crumbles instead of cubing it. All right. Let's test. Oh, God, yes. Oh, fuck yeah. Mmm. Okay. Okay, we're done. Ugh. We're good. I need that spoon. For some reason, that spoon looked like glasses. So you caught the reference. Now here is a rice that I have cooked in MSG and some black vinegar. All right, we're done. This Massaman curry is ready. Let's go ahead and spoon it on. That is a thick and indulgent curry. Look at that shit. Oh, yeah. I'm eating good tonight. That's what this means. That's what this means. I'm eating good tonight. Fuck yeah. Massaman curry is done. Let's go play some World of Warcraft.
Hey, you made it to the end. I want to give an extra thanks to the patrons who allow me to do this full time. I want to thank Aaron Rail, Astral, Britzkrieg, Jemshin, Poundini, Red Joker, Victoria, Jonas, Craig, Tarika, Fireshard, Smiling GM, John, Dren Hadamada, Creeper, Sagitta, you know I'm not saying that last part, Valis of Seraph, Ottoman Angel, Rooster Rachel, and Fire Panda, who are all my $20 and up patrons.